Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Super Castlevania 4. The last part we did stages 5, 6, and 7. And now we're going to move on and do stages 9, 8, 9 rather. And thankfully, they're rather short stages in comparison to some of them. We get them both done in 15.5 minutes. Now, this is what I consider the most instant death heavy level in the game, bottomless pits aside, because there's a lot of spikes here. These things, just like in Castlevania 1, will kill you if you get underneath them. And it's not even from crushing damage, just because they freaking have spikes. Also, I paused there because that little green drop there will hurt you. There's also a lot of bone towers in this stage, so I guess this is technically either the execution room or just the dungeon in general. How did that not hit them? Actually, I wonder what the hitbox is on the cross boomerang. Is it just the arms itself, or does it actually just have a complete square circle hitbox? Huh. That's actually a good question. I should look that up. I'm probably not going to because I'm lazy, but I should. Now right here, you actually have to go to top route, so make sure you do that. I forget, I think there might be something on the wall in the bottom route, or in one of the candles, I'm not sure. Because I honestly never go down there, so yeah. Also, that green fluid on the ground does act like sewage. So you can stand in it and you will not die immediately. Actually, I suppose it is just sewage. It acts like swamp water, muck stuff. Also, I gotta say, I like the little Congo beat this song has going on. It's nice and funky. And let's see, what's up here? Oh, this section. A lot more instant death up here, obviously. There are ones that swing like that. I generally will recommend ducking and walking under, but that's just me. Like this one, actually, I believe if you're in that little rut below me to the right at any point, unless you're ducking, I don't know, even then you have to be ducking in like the corners. I think that's death. I'm gonna wait for another cycle on that. Also, there's a knife down there if you want it. I prefer the cross boomerang because it is surprisingly good in this game. I've used it more than the holy water. I can't really say that often. Burn! Oh, I love getting a rosary. It's satisfying when there's actually something annoying on screen like a bone dragon. Also, watch out for bats, because they will knock you down, and that will be not fun. Then again, getting knocked down via an enemy like that is never fun. I think the crows tended to do that to me in Ninja Gaiden. I should play that soon. Ooh, wild meat. I do have to wonder, and I'm surprised I haven't brought this up much, but how does the meat get in the wall? I'm just gonna go with the Symphony of the Night excuse and say that this castle's a creature of chaos, and therefore it has to eat. This is a vertical section, so I believe it can fall straight down, but I'm not gonna chance it. Also, on the staircase right below me right now, you might notice that there's this bit of a browner section than the rest of it. You can actually destroy that with your whip. Moonwalk. Thank you. So yeah, be careful in this section because death is never fun. And since I don't think I've actually died on screen yet. That probably won't last long. I should mention right now though, fun little fact, the death tone is actually the exact same as it was in Castlevania 1 and Rondo of Blood. Then again, I suppose that's just the death theme, isn't it? Except for Castlevania 2, that just has a dwan little thing. I don't even remember what Castlevania 3 has for that, though. I think you do need to be careful here, because I'm not sure if you can make it under that just by ducking, or if you need to actually be, rather, I'm not sure if you can be, yeah, you have to be ducking for that, and even I think that's a bit too small. Sorry about that, I had to clear my throat. Yeah. Allergy season, it's a thing. And it's a gross thing at that. These little, got it, I should probably go cop that out later. Those little spear things, they'll only hurt you when they're falling. When they're impaled on the ground like that, they won't hurt you at all, actually. So that's useful. Oh, great, this section. You have to do your little crawl walk the entire way, because otherwise you'll probably get poked by these spikes and die. Although they're technically touching the head of Simon Sprite, square hitbox. Oh, I hate this section. Especially when I'm recording, because I don't have the full frame rate. Even then, the recording doesn't show the full frame rate. So, yeah, they blink in and out. I should probably go cut that out after the stage. They blink in and out of existence. Anyway, boss of this stage is Frankie! He returns from Castlevania 1, and he's even easier. Well, actually, no, in Castlevania 1 he was actually kind of hard. Cross Boomerang is God, as usual. And he's dead. Oh, Cross Boomerang, I love you. I'm probably gonna love hearing me clearing up my throat all those times on the actual recording, because I don't edit my actual commentary much. Unless it's something really, really annoying. Then again, my voice is annoying in general. And now it's on to stage 9. That actually kind of makes me want to play Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9. And with that, stage 9 is the richest stage in the game. Also, the ghosts cut there because I had to leave my room momentarily. But yeah, this is essentially the treasure hoard of the castle. And you're going to find a lot of score bags in this stage, and I mean a lot. In fact, you're also going to see a lot of skeletons. In fact, everything in this stage seems to be golden. I love how that one skeleton just fell off. It's got nice and funky music, though. Those little platforms like the one I just stepped on will, in fact, start crumbling, so be careful of that. Actually, if I recall correctly, wasn't there a stage similar to this in Dracula X on the Super Nintendo? Dracula X being the Super Nintendo port of Rondo of Blood that sucked. And it was also much, much harder than that game. Oh, Rondo of Blood. I really should get to you at some point. This song actually kind of reminds me of Kefka's theme from Final Fantasy VI, actually. Also, be careful here. Because, yeah, death's pretty easy to come by in that part. And so is that skeleton that, thankfully, that Cross Boomerang took out. If you swing across the top there, you'll actually find that little 6-candle alcove. I don't know what's up there, actually. In all the time I've played this game, I've actually never gone up there. Why? Honestly, it's either because I forget to, or I just don't make it. And actually, this part of the song actually kind of reminds me of the final boss theme of Seiken Densetsu 3, otherwise known as what was supposed to be Secret of Mana 2. Oh, Secret of Mana. Anyway, these first couple sections are rather easy at this stage, honestly. It's around here the stage starts getting kind of weird, because first off you have a bone dragon facing the complete and total opposite direction, so yeah. I almost made that. I think that's just watch and a heart. I know I've made it up there, so I know that there's a sub-weapon up there at the least. I think it's the watch, it might be the axe, for all I know, though. Ooh, meat. I think in this screen, actually, the gold on the ground acts kind of like the water from certain previous stages where you'll sink into it slowly. Though if you just use the hooks on the top of the screen, you can avoid it perfectly. Though I want to see if there's anything good in these, and there's not! Yay! That probably could have been much more disastrous than it was. How much money is this entire place worth? I want to know. There is probably someone who's actually, done that math, kind of like how someone actually proved that if gravity was low enough, you could do the entire Sephiroth cloud fight scene from Advent Children. Oh god, us nerds are amazing. Also, in this screen, you'll see little holes in the background like that one right there and the one that's right above me right now. Those will suck you in once the wind graphic activates. And you won't be able to move until they stop, so watch out for that. That can be annoying. Thankfully, it's nothing too bad. At least it doesn't damage you. And now we're on my way to what is actually probably my favorite screen in the entire stage. Why? Everything in this stage, in this section of the stage, aside from that one candle that dropped a meat drumstick, is a score bag. Every candle, every enemy, everything drops a score bag. So if you need to really go for a high score, if you want to somehow max out your score of all 9s, somehow doing this place over and over again is the way to do it. Although there might be a way to go back to the previous stage, screen rather. I would test that out, but I'm too lazy. Also, sadly, if you can find an axe in this stage, it's probably going to be more useful than the cross boomerang during the boss fight. I'll be perfectly honest. Oh, you're placed awkwardly for me. Also, this is one of those sections where if you go up higher in the screen, you cannot go back down. So I guess maybe you can't go back to the previous screen, actually. Because that is now a bottomless pit. It makes no physical sense, and I really hate that and Contra for doing that. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of money. And it's all 700s. Oh, yes, the points. The number goes up, yes. Where does Dracula get all this money, actually? I mean, I know in a lot of mythologies he's Vlad the Impaler, who was a nobleman, so... But even still, it doesn't explain all this. I think it doesn't, at least. Now let's see what's on this screen. I know for a fact this is the final screen right before the boss, actually. I actually think that's the entire screen right there. Yes it is, because that's the boss floor right there, I believe. And yes it is. Boss of this stage is... this random gem bat thing. It has two phases to it. In this first one, when you hit it with your whip, those 4 little jewels that fly out can in fact hurt you, and it can also swipe at you. Like that. The cross boomerang is good for well, it's not good for the first phase of the fight, honestly. It's better for the second. If you have the axe here, this phase goes by much quicker. But I'm faithful to the holy water and cross boomerang. Is that even what it's called? I forget what it's called. Anyway, after around half health, it'll go into its second phase, where it splits into 3 smaller bats, which fly much lower on the screen, so hitting them with the cross boomerang is much more doable. And like with the previous phase, the little 4 jewels that break off it will, in fact, damage you, so watch out for that. And they each have their own little life bar, so, yeah. They'll slowly dissipate over time. Kinda reminds me of the first boss of Castlevania 1, honestly. Giant bat. And I somehow hit both of them at once. Okay, then. I do love that victory jingle. So yeah, that was stage 9. Did my voice crack when saying that? I think it did. I have 8 lives now. Anyway, another section where you actually have control of yourself when the stage is ending. Upstairs come down ominously from the ceiling. But with that, I'm going to need to end this off here. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And with this very, very familiar sounding tune, next time on Let's Play Super Castlevania 4, we'll be heading to Stage A. Okay then. And seeing what's there and beyond. See you guys then.